There's a version of you that people used to come to for the hard answers, the one in the room that others looked to when decisions actually mattered. So is that still the room that you're sitting in? You took a step towards exploring franchise consulting. You opted in, you saw enough to think maybe, just maybe, there was something there worth a second look. And then the exploration session got closed out or pushed off till later or buried under one more email or thing to do. I get it, but I also want to tell you why that pause is costing you more than you think. Somewhere along the way, a lot of high-performing executives stopped being the expert in the room, not because they lost their skill, but because the room, it stopped listening. The organizations they were a part of maybe restructured, the reporting lines shifted, the new leadership who doesn't know what you built or maybe doesn't even care, they're the ones that came in. So the advice you used to give, the kind people actually acted on, now goes into a Slack channel where it scrolls away in an hour. So it's not you. You didn't lose your edge. You lost your audience, and maybe it's time to find a new one. Here's what franchise consulting actually is. It's one professional sitting across from another professional who's making one of the largest decisions of their life. They're investing their savings, their career, and their family's next chapter, and asking for real answers, not a pitch. They're asking for answers, and that's the work that you were already kind of built for. The Franchise Training Institute trains and certifies people to sit in that seat because this work, it demands trusted advisors who actually know how to guide high stakes decisions and do it ethically. So here's how the consulting side is structured. If you look online publicly, franchise consulting referral fees from franchisors typically range from 40 to 60% of the franchise fee. And the franchise fee is commonly around $25,000 to $50,000. So that's how the model works. What you do with the model depends entirely on, of course, you. It's your skills, your effort, and your fit for the work. It's got to be a right fit. So if you're the kind of person that people already come to at work, with family, with friends, whenever they're making big decisions, you're already halfway there. The credential, the network, the process, that's what FTI adds. But what you bring is something special. You bring the instinct. And the instinct, that's the part that can't be trained. So come back to that exploration session. It's just 1 hour, and I'm gonna walk you through how the money works in franchising, who tends to be a strong fit for this business, and then what the path looks like from curious to certified. So go ahead, click the link below and pick up where you left off, because your experience, that's the edge right now. And the best time to explore a path that uses your experience is when it's still rare. And so while it doesn't expire, the rooms that deserve it are getting harder to find. So click the link, finish the session, and let's talk about the room you're actually built for.